I'm Gabriel, the lead writer for Afra Interactive, the dev team behind SCP Pandemic. I'm here to go over some detailed plans of our efforts to make SCP Pandemic a far more spiritual SCP game with our upcoming alpha content push for October, as well as some plans that go beyond that timeline. This video is one half of a two-parter discussing the two primary aims of SCP Pandemic. This video will focus on our planned and up-and-coming SCP-related content, while the other will focus further on the tactical shooter aspects of the game. So, if that interests you, you can find the link to that video in the description below once you've finished watching this. So, let's get to it. I want to start with the stuff we know a lot of you have been asking for. More enemies. We are currently working on a few new enemies for SCP Pandemic, including the Psi-C Resonator Fledgling and SCP-3199, which has 3 distinct age variants. We are now also working with Lost Legion Studios, who some of you may know from the Warhammer 40k community, for our animation work within our project. Their current work on SCP Pandemic focuses on creating the animations for the Psi-C Resonator, which is a synthesized anomaly formed upon the genetic base of SCP-939, in combination with a few other deadly anomalies. This pack-based enemy will hunt you and your team in force, using echolocation and the voice of its victims to find and lure you in, forcing you to move with care and caution. But don't idle. If you let one in too close, it may still spot you with its limited, short-range infrared vision. In this upcoming update, we will also be introducing some genetically altered instances of SCP-098, utilizing an entirely procedural animation system using Unreal Engine's control rig. The animation system we've assembled, made for this, is incredibly modular and customizable for creatures with suspended bodies, such as arachnids, allowing us to use the same system as the base for more enemies and SCPs to come. A part of the efforts we are undertaking with this initial SCP-focused update is to give us a few base framework to develop a plentiful count of enemies for future updates with greater ease on developmental resources. The two notable examples right now being blinkers, such as SCP-173-B, and arachnids, such as SCP-098. The following authors and their corresponding works have been listed either due to their current or planned direct inclusion in SCP Pandemic, for serving as building blocks in our story and for our characters, for references of any and all shapes or sizes, simply for their general inspiration, and absolutely everything in between. This story, and Afra in its current state, would simply not have been possible without the incredible work established by the authors of the SCP Wiki since 2008. This list is by no means exhaustive, and will only grow as SCP Pandemic and its story grows in tandem. This also ties into our SCP Creator Fund efforts. Keeping track of works we've had significant derivation from helps us know who to reach out to and give back to them from SCP Pandemic's financial earnings. We believe that with SCP Pandemic being in the commercial market, we must upkeep the spirit of the SCP Wiki and the collaboration it brings. In addition to supporting SCP authors directly, we have also started to give more significant contributions to other SCP game projects to help ensure a strong future for SCP games as a whole. There is a lot of mutual benefit to be had, especially if others continue the spirit of collaboration. Give credit, give back to the creators on the wiki, and support others with similar aspirations. For instance, a huge goal of SCP.Games is to start a platform that incentivizes collaboration between the SCP game development space for the collective benefit of everyone involved. We can't wait to see others join SCP.Games over time. In addition to the predatory SCPs slated for the next major content push, we also have a few environmental anomalies planned. These include SCP-621 by Spastique, SCP-840 by Flayed, and SCP-1262 by LurkD. These anomalies will serve as a nice departure from the otherwise sterile surfaces of the research facility, and as a clear message to the Foundation what comes their way when they bastardize nature's gifts with their anomalous bioexperimentation. But these anomalies aren't just window dressing for your descent into Area 12. You'll often find them impeding your progress, blocking your path, forcing you to carve out alternate routes, or, if you're not careful, turning you into their next spore carrier. But that's not all. Very soon, if you look to the sky, you may bear witness to one of the Foundation's most calamitous actions to date. The results of Operation Moonfall will no doubt be devastating for all around the globe. The untold destruction will spread to every corner of the Earth, affecting civilian, state, group of interest, and even the Foundation itself. But the new sky will serve as an unalterable reminder to humanity of what they are up against. An enemy with no limits, no fear, and no regard for their sins. Before we close out today's video, there's one last thing we're very excited to show you. Written by me and illustrated by Trey Bishop, with support from Afro Interactive, we have published a submission to the SCP-7000 contest on the SCP Wiki. Taking place within SCP Pandemic, SCP-7000, Athazagoraphobia, answers, and for the keen-eyed, recontextualizes the question that was posed 2.5 years ago by Pietro Wilson. Why? So, if you want to get a few steps closer to an answer, feel free to check it out through the link in the description. But don't forget to make time for submissions from the other contestants as well. The community turnout for this KCON has been incredible, and there is a giant smorgasbord of amazing articles available to read. A link to the contest hub has also been included in the description. Well, that's all for today, folks. Keep an eye out for more updates to come. Afro Interactive and SCP Pandemic only continues to grow thanks to your incredible support. We will do everything in our power to make this game a true, deep experience for all to enjoy. Whether you join us as a member of the SCP Wiki, the tactical shooter community, or just a person who loves games, there will be elements for all to enjoy. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for the support of the last few years. Be it through rough or prosperous times, we would be nothing without our community. Ad Astra.